5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, this is BMOVIEMIKE, and what I have for you in this video is my review of the 1982 Chuck Norris classic, Silent Rage. Silent Rage was directed by Michael Miller and stars Chuck Norris, Ron Silver, Tony Kalem, Brian Libby, and Stephen Furst. The story of Silent Rage begins with a mentally ill man named John Kirby, who has a complete meltdown and kills 2 people in a house where he rents a room. When the police arrive, Sheriff Dan Stevens confronts the man, and this leads to an extended fight sequence that ends with the arrest of Mr. Kirby. After Mr. Kirby is cuffed and put into the back of a police car, he breaks his handcuffs, kicks the car door completely off its hinges, overpowers one of the officers, and takes his gun. Even though Sheriff Stevens tries to stop them, the surrounding police officers open fire on Mr. Kirby, and he is downed after being shot multiple times by weapons of various calibers. The body of Mr. Kirby is then transported to an institute, where his psychiatrist, Dr. Tom Hallman, and 2 medical doctors who also just happen to be genetic engineers, attempt to save his life. After they have done everything that they can do for him, it's apparent that Mr. Kirby will not be able to live without life support. The medical doctor in charge suggests that they use the formula they created that will promote regeneration and allow Kirby's body to heal at an accelerated rate. Mr. Kirby's psychiatrist objects because he's concerned about what the experimental formula might do to his already unbalanced mind. The lead doctor first decides that Mr. Kirby's psychiatrist is right, and agrees to allow Mr. Kirby to die in peace. But then he decides to ignore the consequences, proceeds to use the formula once the psychiatrist leaves the room. The formula works, and Kirby's wounds are healed almost overnight. But the psychiatrist was right, and Kirby's mind is now completely deranged, and his body is now almost indestructible. This, of course, leads to the deaths of many people, including the psychiatrist, his wife, the 2 doctors who administered the formula, and the sheriff's deputy. Sheriff Stevens tracks down Kirby in the hope that he can bring his rampage to an end, and after several confrontations with the crazed indestructible killer, and many kick-ass slow-motion karate kicks, he is successful at putting a stop to his spree of brutality. For a low-budget action flick, Silent Rage is well-directed, and features some pretty cool cinematography. The lighting, sound design, and special effects are all above average for a film of this nature. The script could have used a few more revisions. The unfocused writing could have used some refinement, and some of the cast could have definitely used a few more acting lessons. The lead actors all do a good job, and even Chuck Norris shows some improvement in the acting department. Although, I don't think anyone who would be interested in watching a Chuck Norris movie really cares about his acting skills. All his fans want to see, me included, is him kicking ass. And in this film, he certainly delivers. Silent Rage is one of my favorite Chuck Norris movies, and out of all of his films, it's the one I revisit the most. For me, it's the best of both worlds. We get a slasher film with a Frankenstein meets Michael Myers style killer, combined with a Chuck Norris action film that of course features the obligatory huge barroom brawl that also provides many laughs. It's very entertaining. Since I'm a huge fan of both styles of film, it's the perfect storm of cheesy 80s goodness, and I can't help but love every minute of it. In my opinion, the only real flaw in this film is the love story that is obviously tacked on just to give Chuck Norris some leading man credibility. Instead of that lame subplot, they should have focused more on the mad scientists and the monster that they created. So if you're a fan of Chuck Norris, or 80s action films in general, I can highly recommend that you check out Silent Rage. Well, this concludes my review of Silent Rage. I was inspired to review this film because this week on The Sausage Factory, we'll be talking about Kung Fu movies. That's right, this Thursday, November 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Live on the Sausage Factory YouTube channel, it's the Sausage Factory Show. That's right, Kung Fu movies. Be there, it's going to be a lot of fun. I would now like to take a minute to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel. I just noticed that I went over 1,100 subscribers recently, and I'm really happy about that, thank you. And some of you may have noticed that my YouTube output has slowed down drastically in the last couple of months. Well, besides work and some personal stuff that I really don't want to go into, I've been working on some new music projects. And what I have for you right now is a sample of one of those projects. Now keep in mind, it's a work in progress, and this is a very rough mix. And since I don't really have a name for it, I'm just going to call it Unnamed Project in the Key of D. So without further ado, here it is. is, that's what I got so far. As you notice, there's no leads or vocals, it's just rhythm guitar, drums, and bass. But I have several ideas to flesh it out, and so far I'm digging it, so hey, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Now this brings me to a question that I have for you. Since I've been getting back into music production, I've been wanting to do some videos about the guitars and the equipment that I use to produce the music. And I want to know if you would be interested in seeing those videos. And would you like to see them on this channel? Or would you like to see me create a new channel specifically for the music videos? There are many different ways you can give me your answers to these questions. You can hit me up on Facebook, shoot me a tweet, or just leave your answers in the comment section below. Well, that's all I have for you in this video. But before I go, I would like to invite you to check out all of the cool YouTube channels that are listed in my More Channels of Movie Madness section on my YouTube channel. Alright, that's it. Take it easy. See you later. And as always, thanks for watching.